Radio at its best. Don't hesitate.
Flexx FM brings the latest news, sports, weather, talk, and entertainment. Compelling talk shows on issues that the world can relate to. Live broadcast that brings our viewers closer than 3D and much clearer than HD. We are your source for live radio. This is a public service announcement. If you're riding, please remember to wear your helmet. If you're driving, remember to fasten your seatbelt. Do not text while driving. Remember always to be on alert for any pedestrians. This has been a message from the safety department of Flexx.
The hottest DJ mixing the beats. Beats. Mixing the beats on Flexx FM.
Flexx FM brings the latest news, sports, weather, talk, and entertainment. Compelling talk shows on issues that the world can relate to. Live broadcast that brings our viewers closer than 3D and much clearer than HD. We are your source for live radio. This is a public service announcement. If you're riding, please remember to wear your helmet. If you're driving, remember to fasten your seatbelt. Do not text while driving. Remember always to be on alert for any pedestrians. This has been a message from the safety
It's
department.
insightful. It's factual. It's Flexx News and Sports Daily at 7 a.m., 12 noon, and 6 p.m. on the only station that matters, Flexx FM.
The hottest DJ mixing the beats.
Entertainment and sports on your favorite station with Sean Garrity.
Jamaica dispatched response team to the Bahamas as Dorian death toll climbs to 23. As the northern islands of the Bahamas continue their slow recovery from the devastating effects of Hurricane Dorian, the country's health minister, Dr. Dwayne Sands, says the country's death toll now stands at 23. But Minister Sands is warning that the final figure could be staggering. Speaking on a revolution with Juan McCartney on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Minister Sands said additional morticians are being flown into the Abaco and Grand Bahama Islands to embalm the bodies. The health minister says the death toll is going to be significantly higher than 23. Dr. Sands confirmed the report that dozens of bodies were seen in a clinic in Abaco. He said those bodies were retrieved last night, but until they're declared dead, they can't be a part of the official death toll. In addition to bringing in more morticians, Dr. Sands says the government will have to bring in additional refrigerated coolers to store the dead. Dr. Sands says 80 people have so far been reported injured on Abaco. Meanwhile, Jamaica dispatched an emergency response team to the Bahamas.
Jamaica has responsibility under SEDEMA for the Northern Caribbean, and we will be sending an advance mission to the Bahamas this morning. We will be flying them in on our aircraft, and then later this evening we are going to be sending a full mission, our full disaster assistance response team. That is the team that we had sent to Dominica.
Canada Trudeau speaks with Bahamian Prime Minister after Hurricane Dorian. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has expressed his sympathies for the loss of life caused by Hurricane Dorian in the Bahamas, particularly in the Abacos and Grand Bahama Island. Trudeau on Wednesday reached out to the Bahamian Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis and extended Canada's support and solidarity for the people and the communities devastated by the winds and flooding. He underscored Canada's long-standing friendship and ties to the Bahamas and noted Canada's ongoing commitment to building climate resilience and strengthening disaster response in the region. The Prime Minister reiterated Canada's offer of $500,000 in initial humanitarian assistance and expert support and indicated that the Government of Canada will remain in close contact as needs assessments are developed. Meanwhile, in entertainment, Ding Dong Ravers honored by the state of New York. Dancehall superstar Ding Dong has received a special recognition from the state of New York. The Flary DJ was recently honored by the state after being presented with a certificate of special congressional recognition and appointed a cultural ambassador for the Big Apple. The special presentation was made by Congresswoman Yvette Clarke during the 52nd anniversary of the West Indian American Day Carnival held in Brooklyn. Meanwhile, The Angel gets huge support from dancehall fans amidst backlash. The Angel was trolled by a follower last night after she made a post about her acting prowess on Instagram, but fortunately for her, a host of her dotting archangels ran to her rescue. The 41-year-old had posted a photo of herself striking a pose in an orange top and a yellow skirt, which she captioned, "Triple threat, singer, model, actress, hashtag top model, hashtag always classy, never trashy." No sooner had she made the post that one follower, Latoya, wrote, "Really? What movie have you acted in? The Angel responded, go do your research, knowledge is key. Now, the Angel had played a supporting role as the vixen Robin in the hardcore film Jamaican Mafia, which was shot in New York City a few years ago. The cast was led by renowned Jamaican actor Paul Campbell, who is more popularly known as for his villain roles in Dancehall Queen and Third World Cop. On now to sports. England-based Reed rearing to go ahead of Reggae Boy's debut. From Captain Hall St. James, it's been a long time in the making, but Bobby Reed is finally within touching distance of pulling on the black, green and gold shirt of the Jamaican national senior team. And of course, he can't wait. The 26-year-old, who is on loan from Fulham FC in the English Championships from Cardiff City, impressed in his first training session with the Reggae Boys at the Montego Bay Sports Complex as they prepared for the start of the CONCACAF Nations League Group B against Antigua and Barbuda. Kimoy Campbell retires from track after doctor's advice. 7 months after he collapsed and almost died on the track at the 2019 Millrose Games in New York, Jamaica's Kimoy Campbell has announced his retirement from track and field after being advised, presumably by his doctors, that he would risk his life by resuming his career as a long-distance runner. The Jamaican Olympian made the revelation on his Instagram page on Thursday, just weeks before the IAAF World Championships of Athletics in Qatar, an event that he most likely had ambitions of competing in this year. It is with a heavy heart, or half of one rather, that I must say goodbye to the sport. I will no longer be competing. I have given it all to the sport. It has taken me to places I've never dreamt of going, Campbell said in his post. Campbell, who represented Jamaica in the 3,000 meters at the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio, collapsed off the track in New York and was put into a medically induced coma for 48 hours. After he was revived, Campbell spent the next few weeks in hospital while doctors ran a battery of tests hoping to discover why his heart stopped. Campbell was recently engaged to his girlfriend Rachel and is set to marry soon. And today is National Food Bank Day. National Food Bank Day on the first Friday in September encourages you to commit to contributing to the cause that believes no one should go to bed hungry. How to observe, help a neighbor, a friend, a co-worker, or a child by making a donation. You could also donate to the family and friends and your neighbors in the Bahamas after their bout with Hurricane Dorian. Hashtag National Food Bank Day.
And that was the news, entertainment, and sports brought to you by Sean Garrity on your favorite station.
Flexx FM brings the latest news, sports, weather, talk, and entertainment. Compelling talk shows on issues that the world can relate to. Live broadcast that brings our viewers closer than 3D and much clearer than HD. We are your source for live radio. This is a public service announcement. If you're riding, please remember to wear your helmet. If you're driving, remember to fasten your seatbelt. Do not text while driving. Remember always to be on alert for any pedestrians. This has been a message from the Safety Department of Flexx FM.
The hottest DJ mixing the beats. Beats. Mixing the beats.
On Flexx FM.
When you think that to a child, you better fight. I'm missing, no make them take advantage of you. Sexy, could be twice your daddy. No time rough like Greta, plus your mama know how me. But please me, I beg you, don't make them come mess up your body. And you dirty man, leave the people thinking them alone. You dirty man, you know it's wrong, so leave the people. That man know you have a gun take you when you left him still at hungry. You left your young girl all alone. Not take your daughter, sell out to you, dirty man.
is a horrendous crime that unfortunately our children are facing in our communities, our country, and the world at large.
Yes, you might not see it, but it's happening. So for the real dirty man them, wanna stop it.
If you see something, you need to speak up.
And if you're doing it, you need to stop.
Leave the people picking them alone.
You little dirty man, something about this song says you should leave the people pitney them alone. Abdullah, good afternoon, man. I like that bright yellow shirt. Yeah, I mean, like the sun is out, man, when I see this shirt. And the cap to match.
Matching. Coordinated TC. Good afternoon to all the viewers out there.
Hey, I look to see if the shoes or the socks matched in, but no. Man, now black all the way down. Yellow up, black down.
Coordinated TC. So good afternoon to all the Flexx FM viewers out there. It's the afternoon lunch hour show. Abdullah Richards with Air One State-of-the-Art Real Estate and Mortgages, alongside the Captain TC Flexx, Mondays through Fridays from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Of course, myself, Abdullah Richards, here with TC Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays from 12 noon to 1 p.m. How is everything coming along, brother?
Man, I must tell you this, real good. I was actually in a meeting last night here, and what we were discussing is the donation relief effort that we're going to be putting in to aid the unfortunate folks there in the Bahamas.
The Bahamas, correct.
Right. And we're actually doing it pronto due to the fact of the urgent need of what's happening. And, we're looking into next week, Saturday. We actually see venturing out now. The projection manager is all over this one. All right, so Miss Pretty J, she's all over this. So we're looking different location. I think we'll be doing it at 2 locations on the same day.
All right, so you guys will provide the viewers out there with the information.
Yes.
As for myself, I stopped in at the Broward Sports Complex earlier at 441 and Sunrise to drop off bleach and bottled water to be shipped out because they're packing some trucks.
Right.
Pretty much other programs are there. Stations are there broadcasting, basically to try and show support for neighbors there in the Bahamas. So hearts out, prayers out to the people in the Bahamas, of course, as they try to go through a recovery process, and so much heartfelt sadness for those people that have lost their lives, and we want to support their families for sure.
Now, one thing we'd like to advise everyone about is the fact that at this time you have some extortion. Some people are going to extort the business. You have some people are going to scam the business. You have some people are going to do all kind of manner of evil, using the opportunity, to either better themselves or, just have this
to be mindful. As far as the setup today, and of course,
be mindful of these people.
Yeah, you can support. Where the setup today was the city of Lauderhill Firefight. They're the ones unloading the cars. So you have a whole work of individuals out there.
Right.
It's like a long line, and everybody's playing a part. So definitely, drop off whatever you can wherever they're collecting donation, as long as you think it's sincere, and basically support the people for sure. Because we're one community, we're all islanders, and we want to support each other. Because it could have been here where we're looking for relief from somewhere else. While it's there, we play our part, and it's just one and wash the other, and working together definitely to play a part with supporting anywhere there is any kind of devastation of such.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a couple of organizations that are prominent organizations that's been doing things whether there's a hurricane or not, like Food for the Poor, like the Red Cross, like organization like this. Those are good organizations to lean towards when you're actually contributing or donating towards this worthy cause here. Now, there's other groups out there, there's individuals who are actually doing stuff, and some people are thinking they're not trustworthy, but these people are definitely doing it from the kindness of their heart, Abdullah. So you have to definitely look out for these people. Follow your heart, trust your heart, my peoples. All right. Now we'll be doing 2 locations on next week Saturday, so we'll let you know practically without a doubt where we're going to be at and the time that we're going to be there. All right. As soon as our project manager get these information to us, then we'll let you guys know of our whereabouts next week Saturday. All right.
Now TGIF, because of course today is Friday, we can say the beginning of the weekend, September 6th, as we know the time is flying so fast. And of course, with Air One State-of-the-Art Real Estate and Mortgages, we're here to support you with your credit repair needs, your real estate needs, your mortgage needs, both here in the state of Florida and in the state of Georgia when it comes to your mortgage needs. So again, my name is Abdullah Richards. The office location is 301 East Commercial Boulevard, and that's Oakland Park, Florida 33334. We're 2 blocks east of Andrews Avenue on Commercial Boulevard. It's the big orange building on the corner. Definitely stop in. The consultation is free Mondays through Fridays from 9 a.m. through 6 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays by appointment only. Pretty much, you can call me. I mean, sometime we're there at a later time than the 6 p.m. hour to accommodate you, to work with your schedule. Whether you need to rent a property because, basically I've been living with family for so long, or you want that independence, or you need to work on your credit so you can put yourself in a buying or renting position, or you need to get pre-qualified for a new mortgage. Any of these different types of programs that they're working with out there to take advantage of a resale home or pre-construction home or a new home, basically. And of course, we work around the Tri-County area, which is Broward, Miami, and West Palm Beach, and we extend it into places like Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, Orlando, basically Tampa, Key West, anywhere in the state of Florida. So again, Era One, state-of-the-art real estate and mortgages, and as the number go across the bottom of the screen, Abdullah Richards, and I can be reached at 954-548-1799. Again, 954-548-1799. Stop in the office. The consultation is free. And if you call me and you get the voicemail, just definitely leave a message or send a text, and we'll definitely be there to work with you to help you to make those real estate dream a reality for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, it's not an easy task to say that we are going to buy or sell a home today. A lot of work goes into it, and trust me, sometimes what we don't have is the time. So let us consider the persons who have the time and the know-how
and the resources and the platform,
right,
to kind of make that seem so easy, because of course they have the know-how, and it's when you know something that you're doing, then you can put your 100% heartfelt process together in making it what it needs to be for someone out there deserving of it or in need of it for sure.
Total different feeling when you can relax, kick back, and just call a realtor and say, how we looking today? And then they just get this big, thick folder with their day-to-day activity on your behalf and letting you know what the day consists of. And you just say, all right, you know what? I'll go with A. It's like being the boss.
It's working, with resources. For instance, let's say you want to send a nail into a piece of board, but you have a stone doing it. It's tough. But if you have a hammer,
right,
it makes the process so much easier. So having the know-how, the platform, and having the knowledge and the understanding, coupled with honesty and service, it's why Air One, state-of-the-art real estate and mortgages, has been around from in the 90s to present day, and pretty much we just work diligently on your behalf, as TC always say, working smart, so we can help you to kind of make owning a home a reality, renting a home a reality. It's just working alongside you. You have to put some effort into what's needed. If you're trying to get qualified for a loan, your tax returns and W-2 for 2 years, your bank statements, your pay stubs, whatever is required, it takes you putting it together and either emailing it through or faxing it through or dropping it off to get qualified, so you can make a step-by-step decision as far as where, and a more informed decision in making that dream a reality. So again, Abdullah Richards here with AR1 state-of-the-art real estate and mortgages. If you have the questions, we realize a lot of callers or viewers are a bit shy, so they're texting in the questions. It's okay, we'll respond to the questions accordingly. And of course, back from Monday, I think we had done last Monday when Miss Charmaine had asked about, could she have gone out and buy insurance? By now she should be able to. So hopefully she went and purchased that insurance that she needed.
She can't buy the insurance, no?
Yeah,
after the hurricane.
She wasn't able to purchase it in the middle of the hurricane, when the tropical warning was out there. So basically for that reason. So, you guys have to take advantage of things, as they say, strike while the iron is hot. Of course, with Era One Mortgages, you have Anne-Marie Richards, out of the same office, 301 East Commercial Boulevard, Oakland Park, Florida, 33334. She worked hand in hand with all the big banks out there, whether it's a Wells Fargo, a Bank of America, SunTrust, a TD. Basically, you just basically, BB&T, you just basically reach out to Anne-Marie. She works with the banks. When you have so many lenders that are competing to get your business, she structured the documents with you, ship it out so that they, give you the lowest interest rate, the lowest down payment, basically the best programs out there for you, whether it's a fixed interest rate or an adjustable interest rate mortgage that you so desire, but whatever you qualify for. Anne-Marie, of course, her phone number, it's 954-658-5911. Again, 954-658-5911. She's constantly on the phone with different banks or different lenders or different, client. So basically, if you call and you're getting the voicemail, just leave a message, because every client is valid client. So basically, somebody would say, well, we're calling and we can't reach you, but she has to conclude one discussion so she can, of course, have a different discussion with someone else. So again, Anne-Marie Richards with AR1 Mortgages. Again, 954-658-5911. Again, 954-658-5911. And as I always say, whether it's myself or Anne-Marie, or any of the other independent contractors, the realtors that are signed up with AR1 Real Estate and Mortgages, just leave a message or send a text. Another thing is diligency and a prompt response. And as soon as we can, we're going to return your call and say, listen, what it is that you're aiming to do, to accomplish, so we can help you to make those dreams a reality for sure.
Okay. So if I'm planning on purchasing a home, Abdullah, through AR1 state-of-the-art real estate and mortgages, right? Would you guys pay my closing costs?
Well, no, not the mortgage or the real estate office pay your closing costs.
So you couldn't pay it for me?
No, because pretty much that would be conflict of interest. So this is what happens.
Well,
I'm going to just give you the simplified response so we can get way from that topic as fast as you can move. Now, basically, you're buying, right? And you have a seller that's selling. So basically, when you get qualified, you have your own savings for your deposit and your closing costs. But let's say you fall short of that. That's where we partner now with the cities. Basically an interested third party that is trying to bring, new individuals to the community. So they give grant money through the city or grant money through the county. That's one way of getting qualified with them to get additional support to what you're doing. Also, you have sellers, which is a part of the contract that are selling the property depending on the value and the equity in it, that can also contribute towards your closing costs. Basically, but the people that, let's say you have a mortgage person or you have a real estate person that's helping you to buy, basically, it would be a conflict when they start saying, we're going to put money into what you're buying. Different discussion, different time, but basically that. So it's just like,
so I'm the seller, and the closing cost is X, Y, Z, and I said, don't worry about it. I'll take that out off the price. I couldn't do that as a seller?
Even if you reduce the price, if the person is still short closing costs, they're still going to be short closing costs. Because it's kind of like, let's use this as a rule of thumb.
Okay, so you're saying that based on whatever, say for example, if I'm selling the house for $100,000,
correct.
All right, and the bank give me the loan for $100,000. That also include closing.
Well, $100,000 would have been a 100% financing. So the bank would give you, let's say it's a FHA loan. Let's say $100,000 is your purchase price.
Yeah.
And the FHA, Federal Housing Administration loan, they lend you 96.5%. So you need your 3.5% down, which is $3,500.
And that could probably not just closing.
And that's your deposit. And then your closing costs could range anywhere from 4 up to 6%, depending on taxes and a lot of other factors. So let's say that $3,500 plus you need roughly another $6,000, so that makes $9,500. Now you're buying a place for $100,000, but you have only saved $6,000. So you're still short roughly $3,500, or say $4,000 to round it up.
Yeah.
So basically, that's something where if you had grant money, that could help. If you have a seller that wanted to help with some closing costs, that could help. Because if you only have $6,000, but you need $10,000, even if they reduce the price for you, it still doesn't fix the problem that you're short of some of the money you need. So each individual situation is unique. Once they get qualified, they're in a better understanding as far as what they need, what criteria they meet, and then they'll know how to step forward without even saying, let's go do a contract, and we're going to try and see if within the time frame to close, whether 30 or 40 days, 30, 45 days, or 60 days, we're going to come up with that money. Up front, they know what they need to come up with and what they can be supplemented with in assistance, and then they can go from there. So you don't have to have sleepless nights when it's the buying process, because all of it is all about planning and preparedness up front and organizing what you have working with.
So if the bank give me a loan, which is, you said, let's say them give me 90% of the loan,
of the value, correct.
Value. So the other 10% I have to come up with it.
Correct.
So this is where I will go out now and look into the assistance from the first-time homeowner.
Well, the first-time home buyer program is where you're getting the loan through.
So now the bank may get it through?
Well, the bank is giving you the loan, but like FHA insures these loans. So a bank is lending you the money, FHA insure that money.
So them need, where they might insure it for?
Think about that for a minute. Now, basically, to not get
then the bank, they insure it themselves.
Which one? The people that's giving you the loan? No, that's the reason. Every
so
week
we need the bank for them. So that means we just need to go through the FHA then.
All right. FHA, pretty much, you have FHA, you have conventional, you have VA.
Yeah.
These are the different types of loan programs.
Right.
And then when you get pre-approved,
does the bank offer these loans? These are the loans that the banks offer. So the bank just give you a loan because you're a valid customer at their bank.
Different loan programs, so different way you're qualifying. So depending on what you qualify. Remember, the qualifying is income and credit. So based on what your income is, what you can sustain as far as payment wise, as far as back to the bank, whether you keep it for 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, all of that. That's all a part of pre-qualifying. So simplify the process so you don't confuse anyone. Just get pre-qualified on whatever you qualify for, and if you can find something in your price range for that payment that's attainable for you, then that's how you move step by step.
But say I walk into my bank today and I tell them I want a loan to purchase a home. So they're going to give me these options, FHA, VA, and all these things that is there on the
or
table.
Any programs that they have in-house, correct.
Okay. All right. So they give me, say, the FH, the first-time homeowner loan, right? And them give me 90, but we need 100 because the house value 100. So they make them forget the other 10 from.
So basically, you see, most of the people that are planning to purchase a home make sure the credit is intact and have some kind of savings.
Oh, so the 90 based upon how my credit score is.
Or you qualify, the type of loan program.
Is and all them thing there.
Understand, TC?
Foolishness that, Abdullah. Let me tell you why foolishness that. Because if me have my money in a your bank and you hustle my money and I make money with my money, and me come to you and tell you I need a loan for purchase a home, and you're going to tell me about these programs, right? which you and your friend them put together, which is the government, of course, the FHA, the VA, the conventional, all of them there. But then based on your credit, you can't get the conventional. No, the conventional, the hard one.
Well, yeah, because most people on a
based on your
conventional
credit, that one you can't get the conventional.
Yeah, well, FHA normally is a 640 credit score or close to. You have banks that give loans from 580 credit score. Most conventionals are from 700 or let's say 680. So conventional is normally at a higher credit. But funny enough, a lot of people that have money in a bank, let's say you want to buy a place for 200,000 and you have 100,000 sitting in a bank.
Yeah.
Unless they have a program that lends you the other 100,000. Most people can't qualify for the other 100 with a bank, but they can get it through a mortgage company.
Why you can't qualify with it?
The requirement is a stringent requirement when it comes to getting a loan from a bank. I have people that say we have been banking with the bank for the last 20 years. We have all this money in it, but they get turned down by the bank. So not necessarily because you have money in the bank, you're going to get a loan.
You don't need for do. Take the money out of the bank.
Yeah, but
because them are using the money and make money. But when you don't need for borrow some money to do something productive to your life, them are tell us say you don't have the requirement. When at 20 years you bank with them, Abdullah.
It varies.
People here, my man, don't wake up, man. Wake the hell up. Take the money out of them bank there. You don't need to keep the money in them people in the bank. Because when I make them richer, while when you still up on the poverty level, can't find a place to buy. Listen, you're going to tell me now, say I have 100,000, I need 100 for borrow. And you see, my activity in a year branch has been superb. And you're going to tell me, say, boy, you can't match me. But me need to have my, then give what you do. Give me my 100 that I have in your bank then. Yes, so you're going to stop hustle me.
Well, you see, sometimes it's all about research and planning. Because, of course, if you find establishments that you can bank with, like, for instance, if you decide you're going to buy a car, what a lot of people do, join a credit union. Because your regular commercial bank out there, most of the time, doesn't facilitate the program.
That, right.
So you have a better understanding of the same question you answer, now simplified for yourself. So it's just saying, basically, everything you kind of have to look into things. Just like when we address associations and say, hey, if you get up and they're assessing every day and they're having meetings but you're not showing up, start becoming present, going in so you have some voice in what's happening. You understand? It makes sense. So play a part for sure.
Observant. That's what you need to do. Observe if they are paint the community, if the grass are cut properly, and if lizard and snake and alligator still bother you, then you need to go to them and tell them, so you're not going to stop charging the money coming so when I do not work.
Or if one person is not playing the part but they're the president, then you go out and vote them out and voting someone that is aligned with the mentality you have to say, if we're putting all this money into the maintenance escrow account or whatever their setup is, then they should be spending it in the community that we're living, so it's beautified and we can come home and take the shame out of our eyes to say
and feel safe and know that the community that we live in is really safe and up to par. You're going to tell me, say, I charge me all this for what? Amenities?
Yeah, not because it's Lauderhill. You don't have to actually live in Plantation or Coconut Creek or Pembroke Pines to feel safe. You're spending money anywhere you are, so you get involved, so you know your money is being spent in your community.
So it's not like you're not glad, sir.
No, but me I said basic is just a general speech, but you have magnified. So anyway, TC, what else is coming up? I mean, we're almost at.
Well, my thing, Abdullah, is that I am unpleased of how
you're displeased.
The scrutiny them have to put we the people in this complexion under. Sometime when you even try to better yourself and the things that you have to do. This is why people continue to lie about certain application because of the stipulations that they put in place to block your bossy. Imagine you're going to buy a house and you're going to tell me, say you only can lend me 90, I need 100. And then where am I going to get the next 10 from? I have to go borrow another 10 from someone else again. And 2 different loans that now,
Well, that's a clear indication, That means that you do things in your community for the people that support you. If you go to a bank and they're willing to lend you money to start as a new startup in anything, whether it's a small business or anything, then that's who you bank with and support. If you go someplace and they're not unwilling to, then basically you have to say, listen, all right, this is not an establishment I can do much with because they're benefiting, as you say, the deposits there, they turn them, they invest, they do whatever. But basically, you're a small part of that whole faction. So it's all about getting involved, doing the research, finding out information. Present TC, go ahead.
I'll ask you a question, Abdullah. As a real estate, person, and there's a whole lot more of you guys doing the same business in the same community, seeing the same problem that these people are face. What do you guys do about it?
Well, pretty much.
You tell we the people for go talk to a congressman and woman, but I only up front and know the decisions them. When these people make the decision, what's holding them down, what's blocking them.
It takes a team, TC.
Are you in a line or in agreement with what these people are doing?
Yeah, but you see, pretty much.
Are you realtors are in a line with what these people are doing?
TC, I can only speak for me. I can't speak with any other realtor. But you see, when I see issues, AR1 pretty much has been around from, as I say, 96 until now. We deal with real estate, we deal with mortgage, we deal with credit repair. If I'm handling something for you on a mortgage basis, and there are issues that arise that I need to assist you with, we definitely deal with it on that one-on-one to get your issues resolved. Because as they say, squeaky wheels get the grease. So bottom line, we can't get up and fix every individual's problem at the same time. So we just fix them on a step-by-step basis as the need arises. But as I say, you have to play a part in it if you're going to benefit it just the same. And where does it start?
No, but you see grandma and grandpa cry. You see they cry every day because they might deal with you.
And as a matter of fact,
so you go now to the city hall meeting now as a realtor and say, listen, as a realtor, this is what I'm seeing happening here to our people.
But you see, it doesn't even change at City Hall, because you can go to the meeting and voice your opinion, but those people are going to ignore you anyway. Where do you do? Like if grandma and grandma have a problem with the association, I'm the first one to pick up a phone and call the association for them.
No, it gone way above the association.
Yeah, but you see, you have to.
The association are working guidelines of the association.
Yeah, but you see, you have to address.
But we want to bend that association thing so it will go beyond the association.
Yeah.
So in order for it to go beyond the association, you have to go to the people who set that guideline so the association them can follow.
Yeah, but you have to start at ground level and work your way up. You understand? If you want to get up now and say you have a problem but you want to go through politicians or you want to go through the court process, you have to go file a lawsuit. You have the money to do that. So you have to be smart in anything you're doing, TC. But anyway, so that no.
Why you cut me off?
No.
Why you tell me anyway?
No, but me just answer your question.
Ground road.
No, but you see,
start from the ground up. Says who? At the ground me depend when you not trample me boss.
I understand.
When the people them a trample you, when the policeman a give a problem, where you go to? The policeman in charge of him. When
the superintendent,
when
the
superintendent just say, yo Abdullah, nobody pay them the money here, man. For real. So because me know that, me I go around the soup. And me I go straight to the source. And tell them, say, listen, the whole of them from the ground up come up here, so I don't know if it is infested in here too.
In that case, TC, where would be the source if you're having a problem with the police? Where's the source in your opinion?
It's a little bit of research. It's not a lot.
Okay.
Here's what you do now. You find out who would deal with all these mortgages and so forth. Who put in these guidelines? Those are the people we want to find. So if me I come to my realtor now, my realtor must know who set these guidelines because these are the guidelines the realtor is working with.
Yeah.
They must know who set these guidelines. Say, hey, listen, I'm not the one who made these. You have to go to so and so. They are the one who sent it down, and we just have to follow the rules of this guideline. That's it.
Correct. But you see, pretty much, unlike UTC, I don't spend too much time focusing on the problem. I find solutions, but that's a whole different discussion.
They're not the solution that you're going
to. Yeah, but you see, when I said it to you, pretty much that we go to the source.
You're a solution to me now, Abdullah.
Yeah.
Well, because you have a 500, all you need to do is bring it up to a 600. That ain't no solution to me, bossy.
Oh, so you want a loan with a 500 credit score?
Bossy, me supposed to can at least tell me this. I come in your place and you say, listen, this keyboard is $5. Based on your $500 credit score, you can't get a keyboard here. So in order for me to get this keyboard, you're going to tell me now, so I need to go up to a 600.
No, I'm not tell you that. It's your choice if you want to fix it, forget that keyboard, or you want to take a lesser keyboard. The problem is yours. But you see,
as this keyboard I want.
Exactly. So how you get the key? You thief the keyboard and leave out TC?
No. So we have to go to the man them now where tell me say we are going to need a 600 for this keyboard and say, listen, based on the economy, majority of the American people it's struggling to get up to a 600 something. So what can you and your organization do to drop the credit score level to at least a 5.5 so the people them can afford this thing, boss?
How long you have to sit down and wait? Because I'm going to tell you this, time longer than rope in a TC. I'm going to use as much rope as we can pick up over the store.
Brother,
it's going to run out and leave it.
Oh, you think a time of the master of all
exactly.
Things,
so if you have a lot of time, you can sit down and wait forever. But you see, if you need the problem fixed right now, TC.
You have to tell me if we're going to take that little one over here, so.
No, I'm not even make the recommendation, TC.
What recommendation you would have given me?
You're going to have two options that you're going to put yourself in that position for. You're going to pretty much say, yo, I'm going to take that TC, I'm going to go through the door and then now look, or I'm going to try and resolve the issue for fix my personal stomach and get it up. But anyway,
it takes time to fix a credit, Abdullah.
It doesn't take a lot of time in it. Commitment and devotion.
Depends on your credit state, it'll take time.
How long you think, TC?
For real, because first you have got to try to dispute all of them stuff here. Then you have got to find the money for start of the argument to dispute it anyway, because everything take time plus money equal result. This is how America run. Time plus money equal result.
Alright. Use myself on this level where I said TC. Look at an association, right?
Yeah.
And they moved up the credit requirement from 650 to 7. I have a lot of clients pretty much that are at 650. So when they turn in an application, they get turned down because they're not at a 7. Now basically, you don't have a lot of agencies out there that are intervening to say on your behalf, hey, listen, what you guys are doing, this is wrong, or this is, I can't use some of the terminology. So basically, what we have to do is two options. Either we leave that place alone, or we work at the credit score to get it past the 7 to get approved by them, or we look elsewhere. So those are the options there. The options are pretty much clear right in front of you, but you have to make the decision on what step you want to take.
There are some things in life, and I'm saying this even though I say some people try to fix certain errors. Like for example, I wouldn't even call it an error, you know. If I was born this way, you have association that turn it down based on your complexion, you know, based on your last and first name, you know, based on whatever. It's not just credit alone, you know. So how do I fix my complexion? Go buy a ton load of bleach?
You have to be proud of who you are, TC, and it's not something.
Yeah, but then we can't fix that. So my realtor them now who are come where every time them have a client and come to this place and supplement a form to them I get turned down. Realtors should have come together in an association and say, how I really are going about yourself. So every time me submit a form with one of my clients, them I get turned down, especially my African American clients. What's going on here? And then who do you go to now? They say, I know, leave them on an association alone, I could go somewhere else. That's it. That don't fix problem, Abdullah.
And that
Realtors should have step up now and say, listen, who can we go to above the association to make them know that this association is acting not within guidelines?
Fair to find, and that discussion is, and of course, you have your real estate board. So us as realtors address things with the board.
You do have a board?
Yeah, man. And then basically, as far as you have the individuals know there that are being discriminated against or turned on or whatever unfair process they're undergoing, to say basically reach out to the people in the community that are representative of them to reach out and basically speak up about the process so that everybody gets involved. So it's not just one individual can fix that problem. It takes a group, it takes the team. Anyway, but basically, I kind of understand the point you're kind of conveying, and I support it. Pressure bus pipe. And I support it big time, and I'm happy that you're vocal vocalizing that process, because some of the things, pretty much, if nobody says it, then it's just swept under the rug.
No, we'll just move on to the next association complex. Next complex that comes another association that does the same thing. There's several times I bump up an association where I want to tell them I want to build them up. For real. Because I'm not fear for the one complexion. I swear to you, I'm not as scared. It don't matter. You tightly where you all, that mean nothing to me.
Yeah, but even sometimes around people, because
and you can't block me from get what me want. Anything when me want, me I gonna get it regardless, because I have the ambition and the willpower to do so in the name of Jesus Christ
of Nazareth. And you work around obstacles too.
But when me I say Abdullah, one to the man who come behind me, we don't have the willpower, we don't have the voice, and then I'm gonna come to you guys, the realtors out there, to help them get through this. And when you bump it up, all you do is put a band-aid over it and say, boss, get your credit up, or make we go down to
but I'm not one for putting band-aids on things, TC. We fix problems, but of course, as I say, each individual situation is unique, so you have to address it accordingly to how that is. And at the same time, it's privacy and confidentiality. So one person's issue that you fix, you can't really come out and vocalize it out in the public to say, so basically that, to each his own. But dealing with Air One real estate and mortgage, answering the question you answered earlier, once someone comes in, when we work with them within guidelines, my clients are always happy clients.
When you work with them within
guidelines. I know you're the person that sidestep guidelines, but I can't do what you do. So I work with everybody within the guidelines.
Abdullah is going to work with you within guidelines, ladies and gentlemen, at Air One. So if you need to work within the guidelines, and what is guidelines again, Abdullah?
It's just a stipulation as far as what the criteria and the realm is that you need to meet.
Meaning you won't break the law.
Exactly. You have to stay within the realm of the law.
And who make those laws?
Well, you see, pretty much.
Because apparently no realtor knows who make these laws and these guidelines.
Well, there's always a board or someone out there that are institutions that set things in guidelines, and all you have to do is either you try to do things to change them, or you try to work within them and follow them. But there's a time for everything.
Let me tell you something about guidelines, Abdullah.
Go ahead, TC.
They only set for you and I. The person who set the guideline don't oblige by the guidelines. Oftentimes, let me
well, it's true. I mean,
they set the guidelines, but it doesn't apply to them.
Well,
oftentimes.
Look.
I remember when I come to this country. I signed a 5-year contract at a radio station, and if I had known those guidelines before signing that contract, I think I would have reconsidered that. We have seen a lot of people here doing something that's supposed to be working within the guidelines, that are not doing things by the guideline, but expect you and I to oblige by the guidelines. Those are the people I will go at. Those are the people I will stand up to. Those are the people I will talk to one-on-one, and saying that what you are doing is not by the guidelines. How does it not apply to you, but it does apply to me?
Well, it's kind of like a policeman out there. He give you a ticket and you have to go through a long process to pay it. But when his family member gets a ticket, he finds a way to get rid of it. So, I mean, there are different ways of looking at things, and we know pretty much everybody tries to do things from a different perspective.
Well, he's going by the guidelines, right?
Well, we would hope for him to do it.
There's a different set of guidelines for that individual than for us.
What makes it, fair for you to stand up in line? And then the person that pretty much that we know the person serving just comes to the side and get it. So you see,
that's not fair.
A lot of things in life is unfair. So we just have to kind of see it, address it, and then just basically take it on a daily basis. So again, Air One, state-of-the-art real estate and mortgages. And one of the topics we were addressing based on the text that came in, Zillow, of course, is buying up a lot of homes, single-family homes here in Florida, and then renovating them and fixing them up and selling it at a higher price. Now, basically, most of the individuals out there that wants to buy foreclosures or REO properties that you can buy for a low price, may be told, hey, listen, you can't buy it because unless it has a good roof or AC or plumbing or everything, or you have cash money to buy it, you can't buy it. Because when you're financing a property, the bank that's giving you the loan sent for it to be appraised, and it has to be able to be buy-worthy in good condition for them to fund it for whosoever it is that's going to live in it. So with them doing that and all of what we're seeing in it, and the question that was texted in, a lot of people are saying, well, when they buy it and they fix it up, we have to buy it now for maximum value, and that's the way the thing was set up in this one. If you can avoid that definitely. But of course, you have to have a lot of intervention from like government agencies that will come in and say, let's allocate some land to start building. Let's start, working at some low-income homes so people can afford something at a realistic price than having to buy it from someone that just bought it, use it as a flip, fix it up and maximize the price on it. Because even when the market crashes, you're going to still be the one that, has that property at that higher value. As I say, if you can pay your mortgage, then that's something you qualify for and you're within the realm where you can afford. But basically, of course, as I say, it takes some intervention. It takes people getting involved and, communicating and talking to the right people to kind of make things realistic for you and affordable for you, for sure.
So they're buying up these properties and flipping them back. So this is why we see these, because I'm getting these text messages. I don't even know these people get your number, You're getting these text messages. You probably call one number for something, and then all of a sudden, them just start.
The information is being sold. Yeah.
All of these things, and I see them take some property at some price, like some real cheap price, though.
Well, most of it, when you see it for a very low price, it's kind of like a bait and switch process where they say, okay, that's gone. And I see a lot of marketing like that on the website.
Marketing strategy.
Yeah, basically, because somebody will call me and say, Abdul, we've been looking, we didn't find this, but we just saw it online. And when I called it, like, nah, that property was already gone. So
why them still have it up online?
Well, you see, pretty much, like when I put something in my MLX, I can take it down, put it pending sale, cancel it, put it sold. When they go online, they just float for a while. And every time there's a change to the status, it shows it as being new again. So that's the reason we always, advise most of the clientele, if you're local and you can come in the office, come sit with us, because we can use basically one half an hour to run through most of the properties that are out there to say if you're looking to rent or you're looking to buy, you're seeing truly firsthand what's really available.
So
you don't have to
have
waste
a
your
system
time.
that have the ones that are really available, right?
Through the Board of Realtors, the multiple listing service called the MLX, Matrix and all of that, which a lot of people, realtors, licensees, basically have access to, so they can use that platform to help you to make a more informed decision whether you're renting or buying.
So is it that something like that Zell's or Zillow
is
using to shoot the text message?
Well, yeah, because after, like, if I take a listing as a realtor, listing agent, and I put it in, maybe a few days after I put it in, they capture the information, update it on their website, so it keeps their traffic ongoing.
So they will do other realtors listing to
everyone's listing, correct?
Okay, so how does they benefit from it though?
Because it gives traffic to their website. They make money on the traffic. They don't have to sell the place. You sell the place, they could care less. But the traffic on their website is where they make their website.
Okay.
So when you hear that 13 million people were on there today, it's not because 13 million pay them to be on there. You went on there to browse through because it's free, but they made money for you being on there.
That's how I want to make money.
I know, TC.
That's how I really want to make money. But that, I think what they're doing is not a good thing in terms of, misleading, people who really want somewhere to purchase, somewhere to buy, somewhere to live. And you see that people who are actually selling for a certain price, they come in, they get this information first, and so they are the first can buy it up for that price. And then turn around back and make you have to go through a whole credit check system and all these kind of things.
Qualifying process.
Brother, it's evil at its 10th power. For real. Anyway, if I stay here today and talk about this, it stressed me. For real, it stressed me out. Whoa.
All right, so we want to big up to all the viewers out there. I know a lot of people are texting in. We're checking these, basically messages that are coming in. We're addressing some of the questions that are coming in. Of course, again, this is Abdullah Richards with AR1 State-of-the-Art Real Estate and Mortgages. Open Mondays through Fridays from 9 a.m. through 6 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays by appointment. Any of your real estate needs. If you have properties out there that you want to list for rent, definitely reach out to the office or myself. If you want to put up your property for sale, basically, if you have the credit repair concerns, issues, you can reach out to us basically. And as I said, we're all in the community, so if you find a local company that's reputable and you can definitely do business with them, definitely go ahead. I mean, we support for sure, because it's all about supporting the community, and the local community for us is anywhere in West Palm Beach, anywhere in Broward, anywhere in Miami. This is just a drive away. basically in that. But for sure, so Abdullah Richards, Air One, state-of-the-art real estate and mortgages, and of course Anne-Marie Richards with Air One Mortgages, 954-658-5911. Again, 954-658-5911. And all the viewers out there, when you call me like 6-7 times, oh, we call Anne-Marie, we didn't reach her, just send her a text, leave her a message, because sometimes I'll get a call while we're on the air. I'm responding to a lot of people that I'll call you back, and then when I get out of here, get caught up, basically just follow through. We always say follow through. The consultation is free, so you have nothing to lose. And it takes half an hour once the documents are provided to get you qualified to say this is what your buying potential is. And then you determine where you want to move to. Pretty much I had a call yesterday that somebody say, what's, available at the city of Coral Springs? And I told them I'll follow through to check with the city what's currently available. Because sometimes they have, grants, sometimes they don't. And if there's something available there, then we share that information with the consumer so they can say, all right, listen to me. At this particular moment, they have this, so we can try and take advantage of it if we qualify with them through their criteria that they want you to meet to be able to, assist with what you're looking for. So we want to big up all the viewers out there. Thanks, as always, for chiming in with us and, sharing the information. Air One, state-of-the-art real estate and mortgages, we're here. Our thing, the platform is really on honesty and service, and of course,
what's the website link? It's www.ar1realestate.com or www.ar1mortgages.com, or if you do Air One Real Estate and Mortgages, you still get it. So basically it's you can Google it, right?
For sure. And once you put in Abdullah Richards or Air One Real Estate and Mortgages, the information come up. So it's the Instagram page, the website, whatever platform is out there, we're there. But of course, the office, where it's located. You have the phone numbers. You can give us a call anytime. Basically, rain or shine, we're there. We're there. In the night. Basically, I'm there in the night, so I can't speak for anyone else. To make sure, at least, if you come through and we can assist you, whether it's trying to rent a room, trying to rent an apartment, trying to purchase a property. Yesterday, I was showing properties up in Loxahatchee.
Where's that?
That's up in I say through West Palm Beach, basically.
Up north.
Yeah, the acreage, 1 acre lot, 1.25 acre lot, some nice houses. Basically that. So it's kind of like if you're a truck driver and you want to be away from just the city life, you want to park your truck in your home. That's one of the cities that a lot of people can go to.
Whoa.
You don't have to park it on the side of the road to get a ride to go home.
I wouldn't even want to ask what's the cost of property.
No. And I tell you, realistically priced, you can get a property up there anywhere from $290 up to $350 with these lot size, because as you get further away from where the hustle and bustle is, you get reasonable price, just like you'd buy in Orlando or buying Tampa. Basically we address the pre-constructions in Port St. Lucie or Fort Pierce, where you can buy a new home now starting in the 200,000s.
Port St. Lucie is getting saturated now too. A lot of people are actually taking advantage of the properties
buying there, but a lot of people are reselling there. So for that reason, I wouldn't even say so much saturated, because as much as the land that they have up there, yesterday when I drove through, pretty much there are so many for sale signs on land, vacant land. So basically, as long as you have land like that, you'll have builders continuously building to accommodate. Basically. And of course, I could live in Port St. Lucie because it's just an hour and a half drive away to come here if it was that saturated where I can't find something within my price. But at the same time, you don't want to, after you leave work, be driving so far to go home. You understand? But, it's kind of like being in the island where you're working in Montego Bay, but you're living, in the country.
Spanish Town, or place, you have to drive that.
You have to commute, but you just have to do what you have to do at the end of the day for the family. So again, Air One, state-of-the-art real estate and mortgages. Give me a call, Abdullah Richards. It's 954-548-1799. Text in your questions. Stop in the office. The consultation is free. We're working with the builders. We're working with pre-construction, selling vacant land, retail space if you want to get your business started. I get a lot of inquiries about restaurants. If I have restaurants for sale, I have a few restaurants up for sale. And we have a lot of people who call us and say, hey, if you have a serious buyer out there, we're considering selling ours, so we can reach out to them and say, listen to me. So it's facilitating that process as a transaction broker to help, to put the people that is looking for a particular item together in making their dream a reality. Because of course, it's everybody doing something different, which makes this melting pot what it is. Everybody can't do the same thing, TC.
No.
Everybody can't.
No, but they are. Everybody trying to do the same thing. Though.
Yeah, and it's the uniqueness. It's what stands out with that. Because as you'd ask, there's a million realtors in the business. But my thing is the one-on-one and the service that we try to provide that's second to none, to try and make each individual, happy. I mean, pretty much recently I had a feud with some people where, one person said, I came to you because we know you're professional, but my friend was a realtor. We didn't choose the friend. And they were getting at me to say, well, I said I didn't even know all of you guys existed in that sense, in that capacity. And it was after the fact I became aware of it. And I told the friend, hey, apologize to your other friend, because I didn't know anything that you guys were a friend and who is in the business.
Yeah, nobody keep on nobody in our business, man.
No, you have to care.
Listen, man, you do your thing,
Yeah, but you see,
do your thing to the best of your ability and not watch nobody else.
Yeah,
man.
but
Aside show that are the distraction.
Yeah, but you see, TC, I tell you this.
For real.
When you start this, like you started this back in the 90s with me, and I always say to someone, you see, when the bars and the sellers are gone, you and other professionals are going to be in the same line of work, communicating from one property to the next. So you maintain that level of respect and communication.
Yeah, but
and camaraderie.
I not care. You take what me say out of context. You misconstrue whatever it is that I said.
I understand.
For real. So man up, star. For real. And come again. Make it work. If we are work, make it work. Suppose we are selling a chicken, we are jerk.
If we fight with everybody, TC, we now have no alliance. But anyway, something else you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Prior to
Yes. Let's coming up to the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to acknowledge our sponsor for today's show, of course, for the entire week, Monday through Friday. It's Taco Wings and Things. They're conveniently located at 5567 West Oakland Park Boulevard in the city of Lauderdale, right next to where the City Hall is, ladies and gentlemen, where I am going to put up a tent and stand up out there and talk to every city council officers that come in and out of that building. Try to rectify things for you guys, yeah?
And of course, you'll definitely get the dates for you guys drive.
Yes, where we're going to be to where you can drop off your, Hurricane Dorian relief items and stuff like that, ladies and gents. We'll be doing one in Hollywood, we'll be doing one in Fort Lauderdale, and we'll let you know more about both location and what day. We're doing it simultaneously on the same day. I think it's gonna be on the 14th. So it's going to be on the 14th. We're just actually getting confirmation from the locations where we're going to do this as well. All right. So our project manager is all over this. So we're waiting on words from her. So when she get back to us and said, hey, it's a go at this place and this place, then definitely we'll let you guys know. All right.
All right. So again, Abdullah Richards here with Air One Real Estate and Mortgages. Anne-Marie Richards with Air One Mortgages. Of course, Anne-Marie can be reached at 954-658-5911. Again, 954-658-5911. And of course, this coming Sunday, I'm checking out my good friends over at Stan's car meet, where they're having that drive for sending relief to the Bahamas. Basically, they're at 1181 Sunset Strip, so that's this coming Sunday.
Okay.
Pretty much, that's Anthony. That's my wheel guy. No matter where I'm at, you go to Anthony sort out your wheel. So they have their thing coming up this coming Sunday.
Okay, so I think slide it says, through that as well.
That's the 8th, and that starts at about 5 p.m. You always say, Abdul, bring all the vehicles. Tell him, pretty much you have to find a tow truck to pick them up. But basically, they do their fun stuff.
Yes.
I'll roll through for. So this
coming Sunday. And the address again is, let us remind us of the
1181 Sunset Strip.
1181
Yeah, man, it's that new tire shop
1181.
close to Sunrise on Sunset Strip.
Okay, I know it, man. It's on your right-hand side.
On the right-hand side.
Sunrise.
Yeah, man. It says it starts at 5 p.m. So basically, come through, bring they said bring everything. Non-perishable food, water, baby items, diapers, medical supplies, alcohol, chlorine. It must be bleach. Yeah, so quite a few things. Razors. Oh, he said feminine product. Yeah.
So my thing is, I think I knew the previous owner for that establishment.
Correct.
Yeah, they've been there a while for doing some good jobs too. But nevertheless, I like the idea what they're doing in trying to get aid for the Bahamas.
For support to the Bahamas.
Because the people in the Bahamas are ranting right now that the government, they've not paid them no mind. However, I think they're frustrated. It's time.
Times like this, you can't count too much on the government. You have to lean on one another. You have to lean on your neighbors. If your neighbor house pretty much wasn't flooded, but yours was, they can cook some warm food and share with you. If they have light, you can go over there, charge your phone. You can. So it's just certain things. I mean, for a while it has to be a compromise, but definitely try your very best. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't big up the staff over at AR1.
Of course. When you come with that, just lock the door.
So of course, Miss Alicia, Miss Tamar, pretty much, and all the other realtors over there, Scott, basically Miss Potter, quite a few people over there. Too many people to remember. So
Anne-Marie, you are going, Anne-Marie? Yes, man. Thanks for looking out, yeah? All right. Anybody else who want to big up down there?
No, that basically summed up my conversation, TC. So thanks a million. I know you have things coming up at the top of the other hour.
Abdullah, I wanted to enjoy your weekend to the fullest. Sunday, I'll definitely see you at Sunset Strip, 1181 Sunset Strip. And that's the only tire shop right there.
Yeah, man. Once you're going towards Sunrise on the right side.
Yes, for real.
So we definitely check that out. Of course, I have to work tomorrow. Basically, the work never ends, TC.
Never stops.
Never ends. Because as long as there are individuals out there that need somewhere to rent, need somewhere to buy, need somewhere to live, and it's a month by month basis, basically we just stay on top of it because we enjoy what we're doing. We have a passion for it, and we thank all the individuals out there that entrust us to try and help them make that dream a reality for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it locked. We're gonna pay some bills and come right back at you. All right, don't move on much. Let's Flexx FM, the station, the only station that actually does it like this. We'll be right back after these quick messages.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
If you want to put your taste bud to the test, well, try the all-new Taco Wings and Things, which is conveniently located at 5567 West Oakland Park Boulevard in the city of Lauderhill. Feel free to try our wings combo. Our wings flavors are Lauderdale Heat, Sweet Lakes, Honey Garlic, Hot or Mild, Buffalo, Hot or Mild, Nacho Cheese, Crispy Fry, Lemon Pepper, Barbecue Jerk, Mango Habanero, and Barba Liquid. You'll never try a sub till you try ours, which is our Jerk Pork Sub or our Finger Licking Jerk Chicken Sub. Stop on by our location today. Try any one of our combos. We're open Monday through Sunday, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And on Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's Taco Wings and Things, located at 5567 West Oakland Park Boulevard in the city of Lauderhill. For more information and direction, you can call 754-779-7866. That's 754-779-7866. Taco Wings and Things. Stop on by today and put your taste bud to the test.
Ooh, lift my heart up when the rest of me is down.
Attention all Jamaican citizens, residents, and visitors. It's Party Blasters Pro! We celebrate value and provide affordable decor services. Get your balloon arch, balloon column, stable decor, helium-inflated balloons, special occasion surprises. We provide decor for your birthdays, your weddings, your anniversaries, your baby showers, your gender reveal, your romantic occasions, or a simple I appreciate you. And the best part is, we deliver it to you. Contact Party Blasters Pro at 876-397-3578. That's 876-397-3578. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram at Party Blasters Pro. Let us celebrate value with you.
Why advertise with Flexx FM?
Advertising on Flexx FM radio brings the community to your doorstep.
Your commercial is professionally produced. We offer competitive rates and our own flexible payment plans.
Do you want the word out about your new established business?
And create dedicated customers. Then advertise on Flexx FM radio.
Advertising with Flexx FM radio should be your next call.
Call 954-729-2082.
That's 954-729-2082. Or email us at flexfm@gmail.com. That's FLEXXFM@gmail.com. Flexx FM.
Radio at its best. Don't hesitate.
Flexx FM brings the latest news, sports, weather, talk, and entertainment. Compelling talk shows on issues that the world can relate to. Live broadcast that brings our viewers closer than 3D and much clearer than HD. We are your source for live radio. This is a public service announcement. If you're riding, please remember to wear your helmet. If you're driving, remember to fasten your seatbelt. Do not text while driving. Remember always to be on alert for any pedestrians. This has been a message from the safety department of Flexx FM.
The hottest DJ mixing the beats. Beats. Mixing the beats.
On Flexx FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Of course, we are here on the final hour of the show. You have just experienced what real estate is all about. You know, sometimes we have to really and truly when we have our realtor that knows so much about real estate and mortgage, we have to go in sometime hard just to get some of the answers that we want. And sometimes we want the people in that work for us understand our pain and what we feel. And this is one of the reasons why they should actually move abruptly to make sure that they get certain things done on the behalf of you, man, for real. Because at the end of the day, you know, you have to pay back every loan days, you know. So the middleman who is a realtor are going to do film job for point in the direction and tell her what to do. And if everything good, them good, them work easy. You know what I mean? It's not even hard. All I'm have to do is say, all right, this is where let me check it, pre-qualify you, as they would say. And when they get pre-qualified, simply mean this is how they know now what you can afford and the kind of loan that you will get and who you will get the loan from and the stipulations of the loan and all these things. And then them now have a list of houses where them say, based on what you are qualified for, here is what you can afford. And now you go and you start to pick this, that. However, there's a whole lot more stuff that you can do when these red tape come my way. It's up to you as my realtor to move these red tape out of my way. That's my opinion. That's how I feel, for real. So, I don't know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here is a young lady goes by the name of True Diva. Her name is Trudy. We'll call her True Diva because she shifted the name from Trudy to True Diva. I kind of like the True Diva thing too. So, we'll work with the True Diva thing. It's called Party All Night Booty Dance, ladies and gentlemen. I want you guys to check this out. I like it. I like it a whole lot. As a matter of fact, let me say this to you. This young lady have a future in the business. For real. Check it out, alright? Party All Night, ladies and gentlemen. True Diva. Check this out. sexy.
Move to the right for the sake of the boy.
Move to the right and the little boy.
Girls on the left. Let's have fun. Let's party all night and tick, tick, tick tock, girls. Tick, tick, tick tock. Na 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 na.
True the evil, ladies and gentlemen. The song's called Party All Night. I like it. Let's get your weekend crunked up right now, right here on the Flexx. Flex with me, come on, share this link right here. If you're on flexfm.live, we do have a share button right there too. If you're watching us on YouTube, there's a share button right there. If you're watching us on Facebook, there's a share button right there. And of course, if you're listening to us, all courtesy of TuneIn Radio, it's Flexx FM Media. Just start that in your search engine, Flexx FM Media, alright? Yes, man, you can't miss us, you can't lose us. For real. You can dial this number, ladies and gentlemen, 641-552-8198. That's 641-552-8198. That's the number that gets you and keep you in touch with us right here via your mobile phones if you dial that number, all right? Again, that number is... Okay, cool. 641-552-8198, ladies and gentlemen. Now, remember, in some countries, additional fees and restrictions may apply, so make sure that you check with your carrier before dialing that number, all right? Cool. So here we go right now, my peoples. This is Vibes Cartel, Any Weather. Check this out. I like it. I like it a lot.
You know the thing going on. The one I put more and the one I St. James.
Oh gosh.
Remember when we're gone, we live forever.
We stay flexing. Come on, it's a Friday.
Salt Spring, we not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready, broke pocket now, straight for the narrow now, make no wrong turn. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Niffy have a chopper, watch it a propeller. Me house fee off, elevator not a leather. Daddy says son, them a tell we say no better. No they but I like that, blessing a forever. Mummy says sonny, nobody with the copper. Me never listen but it never matter. From you is a ghetto, you them a few as a shatter. My badness and my mother prayer make me die. We not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready, broke pocket now, straight from the narrow now, make no wrong turn. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Me bank book, I'm a weed at the same. Me not a fill up, me just stack at any branch. On a spliff with the buckle of Guinness and a black hands. Matic in a hand, when you see me, you see. Conspiracy for millions, franca. Make we get the gold, rest them with the brands. Archie take everything, money at the pan. Blueprint, for me and Shabadan. Clean the one. We not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready, broke pocket now, straight from the narrow now, make no wrong turn. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Niffy have a chopper, watch it a propeller. Me house fee off, elevator not a leather. Daddy says son, them a tell we say no better. No they but I like that, blessing a forever. Mummy says sonny, nobody with the copper. Me never listen but it never matter. From you is a ghetto, you them a few as a shatter. My badness and my mother prayer make me die. We not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready, broke pocket now, straight from the narrow now, make no wrong turn. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Me bank book, I'm a weed at the same. Me not a fill up, me just stop at any branch. On a spliff with the buckle of Guinness and a black hands. Matic in a hand, when you see me, you see. Conspiracy for millions, franca. Make we get the gold, rest them with the brands. Archie take everything, money at the pan. Blueprint, for me and Shabadan. Clean the van. We not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready, broke pocket now, straight from the narrow now, make no wrong turn. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. We not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready, broke pocket now, straight from the narrow now, make no wrong turn.
I like it, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, you know who that is? That is Vibes Cartel, the brother who has been incarcerated for a couple of years and still making number one hits around the world. Trust me. I see somebody on Fox 5 saying that Vibes Cartel is the king of the dancehall, and it offends a lot of people down there, even Beenie Man. Seriously, get offended by that speech, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me. The Dr. Beenie Man was offended when the reporter for Fox 5 said that, you know, Vibes Cartel is really the man of the dancehall. Why would he even be offended? Let's do the math. He has been incarcerated for over 8 years, ladies and gentlemen. Or probably, is it that much? Is it that long? And if it's even that long, seriously, having hits like any weather, mashing up the place right now. This guy stay relevant throughout the whole of his career, being locked up. Still having the number one song, putting out clothing line and all these things. Who does that? I'm gonna go get my coffee. For real. I'm not even talking about the coffee that you hear them talking about. Let's say, can't ball in a life, man. No. I'm actually talking about my coffee. And I think I need to cut back on this thing too, you know. Too much a day. Yeah. Okay, so we're actually in a different studio today, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, outside here is very beautiful. It's nice. That's why any weather becomes relevant, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so it's a Friday and I'm doing super good. What are you guys doing? The fact that it's a Friday. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna chime in right now online and see what you guys are actually chat say online. For real. Alright, so big up Trish, big up yourself. Of course, Julian Lee, big up yourself. Kojo, Wagwan Kojo. Big up yourself, man. It's good to have you here. It's a pleasure. Always a pleasure to have Kojo here. Because Kojo, tell a boy. And come on to reasoning, you know. Kojo have those effective reasoning thing about him. Michelle, I know you're there. Yes. I know quite a few people that are actually there, you know. Sitting there. Anjadine. Yes, I know you're there. Very supportive and I really appreciate that. Yes, man. Thank you so very much. Alright? So, while you guys are there and supporting the movement, why don't you just click that share button and share? Yeah, man. Like, tag, share, and make a comment, man. For real. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I have 39 minutes to give you this discussion. So this discussion will last 39 minutes, my peoples. Alright? So, we have seen what happened just recently, right? And this is what proved me right, you know. And I keep saying I may be wrong. But when I'm saying that, these people are actually proving me right. And here's why they prove me right. And I can't bother sometimes, for real. Here's how they prove me right now. So, there was a hurricane, a very devastating hurricane, hit a particular Caribbean island at a speed of a couple of 100 miles per hour, 100 plus miles per hour. However, the hurricane name is Hurricane Dorian. Now, Dorian savagely rip apart the Bahamas, ladies and gentlemen, especially Freeport and those places. Rip it apart. It lingers over there for a couple of minutes. Well, for real, it stays there for a couple of minutes. Well, simply mean that it literally sieve out the place. Alright. So you know the critics and everybody I got talk, right? Oh yes. Them start talk this about the Bahamian them and all kind of thing. Them start to talk to the Bahamian them ungodly. Them start to talk to them now. Have no love no them. Them I said too much phobia word and everything. So when them I talk them, I said to myself, what were they saying about Haiti when the hurricane hit it, then a hurricane hit it? You remember that? What were they saying? What were they saying about Jamaica when Gilbert slide through and mash up the place? What were they saying? That's why you can't follow people at times, ladies and gentlemen, in a real life. Trust me. Now, we have seen people take certain things for granted. A hurricane, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't have a fixed destination until when it formed based upon the depression where it's been formed. Alright? It doesn't have a physical direction. Now, when it formed, and depending on the wind, the high, the lows, and so forth, and that push it in the direction where the hurricane heads. There's no such thing about a wicked people living in the Bahamas or anything like that. No. It's just unfortunate that that's the direction it went. Now, let me say this to you, though, my peoples. I really and truly hope that people do the right thing, especially the churches. I don't hear a lot of mega church coming out and saying that we're going to contribute 100,000 towards a relief fund. I haven't heard it yet. Have you? Text and tell me which one of the church in here I do that. I seriously haven't heard it yet. For real. But one thing I can tell you, the small churches are putting hands and heart together. The small churches are actually doing some work behind the scene, ladies and gentlemen. The churches them that my Caribbean people don't like go to because it's small. I don't know what kind of mindset them have, you know, them like big things. Yes. My peoples them love big things. So them kind of have like a mindset there, you know what I mean? So catch this now. There's a Bahamian relief drive going on, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going down. You can stop on by anytime. There's always someone there to take whatever it is that you have. And remember, let me say this to you. We here at Flexx FM would have not tell you about this if we didn't investigate it ourselves and find out that it's reputable. Yes. This is a small church, ladies and gentlemen. Pastor Stephen Reeves, Buchanan, thank you so very much for what you're doing. Thank you so very much for the contribution that you're contributing. Thank you so very much for giving the aid that you're actually giving. Now, what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to actually chime in a minute. I'm going to call Pastor Stephen Reeves, Buchanan, and find out a little bit more about this cause that he's doing. DJ Lance, big up yourself. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you'll catch him later on. Yes, right here between 8 and 10. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the address for this church is located at 4660 North University Drive. That's in Lauderhill, all right? That's somewhere right there between 44th and University. I don't know why that's Lauderhill, Sunrise. Well, I don't even, geographically, right now, I am all confused with how them cut up these places between Tamarack, Sunrise, Lauderhill, so forth. But let me say this though. Dibble, hold the line for me. Alright? Hold the line. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do right now is actually, we're going to get in touch with the pastor right now and hear a little bit more. And then I'm going to drill him for a bit and find out his motive. Because we're not going to just take nobody word feed. So, because people say, all them have them word, I lie them, I tell them have more than the word. They have a thing called ulterior motive. But in the meantime, Papa Son, Lady G, ladies and gentlemen.
Say you are this. Mind you destroy the relationship. Papa say you are miss. Eddie G say you are miss. Mind you destroy the relationship. One time Danny used to tell me what to do. You me never did a work and want to please you. But now me a work and you not do nothing. Just stand on my yard and help do something. I want give you a list from start to finish. Stop bite your fingernail and start to practice. Hey, mister, me look like a mistress. You ever see me in a put, you ever see me in a slip. Me now wear makeup and put on lipstick. Go ahead.
But you don't wear that and this. I wonder how me can find me makeup kit. I have a strong feelings that you are using. Sometimes me have to wonder if me husband switch.
But kiss me neck, what a rankiness. Liberty come to carelessness.
Shut your mouth and a time for lavish. Just do what me say fi do, me have to reach a work quick. Now, first of all, I want you wash up the dish. Stand in the yard and help baby sit. Look after lunch and give to Cedric. Cause remember him dep on the evening shift. Sip up the yard, empty the rubbish. Cause me don't want give life fi make no dish. But before you do that, make sure you do this. Wash out me blouse, you wear go market.
See I know, hear I know, watch I know, come here know. As she run things so me see things I go. She a tell me what fi do, and I tell me what fi go. And I tell me fi do more when me can't do no more.
Overstand say you a miss.
Lady G say you a this.
Mind you destroy the relationship. Overstand say you a miss.
Lady G say you a this.
Mind you destroy the relationship. No, shut your mouth, cause me never done talk. Me never did mention about the food part. Yesterday you cook and me find a big fault. Cause you cook the food with too much salt. And doctor say it no good for me. As it make me pressure, it's gone up to 1, 2 knots.
You start get bright and I run off your mouth. But me have a little secret and me plan fill it out. The only reason why me love to stay in the house, and the only little time me really get fish out. When you gonna work in the morning, me play room for rent and apply within. And when you run out, what if a young girl running? Jacqueline, Cicely, Caroline, Etlin. Jacqueline carry me close to cleaners. Caroline look up for full lunch hours. Etlin come and water the flowers. A Cicely wear down your 2 bed slippers. So nobody get facey and get too bright. Cause when you gonna run me the iron and live life. Manicure, pedicure, manicure, just right. Me beg master got to make you work overnight.
So you feel you don't talk out your mind. Now I go and tell about my story time. Every morning about 7 o'clock, my man pick me up right at the bus stop. Carry me to work and pick me up back. And take me to him house up for Jackson stop. In bedroom big like Papa Elizabeth. Water bed and jacuzzi for me comfort. The night time me have me no want to come back. And me know me you go pop up on a big dead stop. A 7 years now since me I give you bun. And me not even sure Cedric or your son.
So you give me bun and me give you back some Lady G. This a relationship done.
So what I say you a miss?
I like it. Papa San, Lady G. Lady G is still doing her thing. I have to give Lady G some serious credit for actually doing her thing, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me. That right there was so hilarious. I like it. I like it a whole lot. All right, so, you know, a million ways comes with a million thoughts, and a million thoughts comes with a million ways. There's a million ways you can think of things, ladies and gentlemen, and there's a million ways you can get it done. All right, so, you know, in life, sometimes you have some people who may tell us that them have some motives, but sometimes the motive is good motives and bad motives. How do you identify when the motive is a good motive or a bad motive? First thing, you have to give them an opportunity, give them a chance to prove themselves, give them a chance to prove the motive. Now, whatever motive it is, though, and the notion that it's built on simply means, hey, listen, I'm going to help you buy a house. Then we understand what the motive is. You're going to help me to buy a house. If it didn't come through at the time that you wanted it to be done, does that mean it was a good or a bad motive? Sometimes in life, ladies and gentlemen, as you see Abdul and myself were sitting here, the one thing that we agreed on is that 2 things. Time plus money equal result. For real. That's what we agreed on. Time plus money equal result. Alright, so the only way you can get result is if you spend some time doing it and if you have the money to spend. So the 2 things you spend, money and you spend the time, both. So it's spending at the end of the day. That's what it is. Now, we have seen a lot of people are doing things for the Bahamas, and I'm quite sure there's a lot of people who have different motives. Now, there's a church out there, ladies and gentlemen, that is actually Pastor Stephen Reeves, Buckingham. Tried to reach out to him just now, didn't get a response. Phone rang without an answer, ladies and gentlemen. So we can't really get to reason with him to find out more about this venture that he's doing for the Bahamian Relief, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so it's a Bahamian Relief drive that they're doing over there at 4660 North University Drive. That's in Lauderdale. And We cannot give you much information because I didn't get to talk with the individual. The number that we have received here, I've called it twice, no response. It says, come up on our system, say, no response. So, all right, cool. So we'll just leave that alone. You feel me? What Mr. will do? Leave that alone. Now, I don't know if it's prayer time and probably them in our prayer meeting, but when you do something of this, you have to give a number that is designated in a way where it can redirect. What if I did have a pallet of water that I wanted to drop off? You see what I mean? Yeah. So you have to give a number that it can redirect to someone who can assist individuals on how they can come and drop off whatever supplies they have. For real. All right. So we had this meeting here last night, ladies and gentlemen. It was an executive meeting. So I wasn't even supposed to be there. I was just listening to the crap because this meeting was designed for all the Flexx FM executives. And I wasn't a part of it because I am not an exec. So I was X out of the executive meeting. Now, what I heard from the three little bird that was by the doorstep singing sweet songs were that Flexx FM is actually putting together a Bahamas hurricane, Dorian relief, of course, venture that is going to be taking place on the 14th, where they haven't come up with the time and place for that as yet, but I know it's going to be on the 14th. Two, when we do, it will be a simultaneous broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. So therefore, if you're in Fort Lauderdale, they'll be at a location in Fort Lauderdale, and if you're in Hollywood, they'll be at a location in Hollywood. So that's two different locations to accommodate our viewers, listeners from different neck of the woods. Also, ladies and gentlemen, they'll be doing a car wash. Now, we do hope that you can come out and get your car wash. And I think they planned this car wash based on how my car look. No, seriously. I think that's the reason why they're planning this car wash, because my car is in dire need. If that Category 5 hurricane did pass through Florida, it would need to buff up to a Category 7 or 8 to get the dirt off of my car. For real. Shame. Shame on me. For real. Also, ladies and gentlemen, in the pipeline, it's our anniversary coming up in February. And we're not doing a regular anniversary. Our anniversary here is not about making money. Our anniversary is about giving back. And that's what we're doing in February of next year, 2020. Our anniversary will be giving back not only here in Florida, but also in Jamaica. Yes. So, I'm just tell you what the three little birds them tell me. I'm just say it to you because I wasn't invited at that meeting. It was only for execs. So we, the personalities and the disc jocks here, we were left out. But I'm quite sure on our general meeting that we have, when they include the disc jocks and personalities, then I'll know. But I already know already still. So when you have links in different places. So, with that being said, my peoples, I urge you to follow us on all these platforms so we can update you on what is happening here on Flexx FM. Now, let me check out YouTube first. I'm gonna check them one by one. Can I do that? All right. So I'm gonna check them one by one. Go here. I see that we're live here. Okay. All right. So that's what's up, my people. So, okay. How do I go to the chat here? Okay. Find it. Yes, man. Man, every day I learn something new. I swear to you. For real, my people, every day I learn something new. So I find the Facebook linky. I find the WhatsApp linky. Now I'm actually on the website linky. So let me go down here. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? I see that we have 656 persons watching on our website as we speak right now. Oh, sorry, 655. I am the one who makes 656. For real. So, let me say good afternoon to all of you there. How you all are doing? Thank you so very much for being there. 655 viewers there on flexfm.live. Thank you so very much. Let me go over to Facebook now. I'm liking this. For real. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Friday. What do you plan to do today? Cadillac, big up the artist, man, for real. Hey, I am a new artist, Cadillac. I need help with my music. All right, you've come to the right place. All right, big up one of our top fans, Kojo Barnett. In this time of crisis, we cannot pass judgment on one is untouchable people. One is untouchable people. Of world is not perfect. Let us hold hands and together and help each other. Prayer goes out to Bahamas. You see what I'm telling you, I love it when Mr. Barnett is here. It's like my mentor, you know, for real. Yeah, man. It's right to say that Mr. Barnett is like a mentor to me, you know what I mean? Honestly. No. I am reaching out to all the churches to do what everyone has been doing for them over the years. There have some people are relying on Food for the Poor, Salvation Army, and all these other major groups that has been doing these work throughout the years, whether there's an disaster or not. Ladies and gentlemen, these organizations, they have been doing it religiously throughout the year. So let's not wait on them. More so, let's not even wait on the government to do this. Now, the people in Bahamas, ladies and gentlemen, they are saying that the Bahamas government are not doing a lot to aid. Now, CBS this morning did a piece on what transpired there, and I think that we're going to share that with you. We do have a synopsis of that we're going to share with you guys. Yes, and that's CBS this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Those are who were given the credit for this piece right here. All right, so take a listen.
Our coverage of Hurricane Dorian. Officials in the Bahamas expect the number of people killed from the hurricane to rise significantly. The storm is blamed at this time for at least 30 deaths so far, and thousands of people are reported missing. Search and rescue missions around the clock continue, and to get a sense of the devastation, take a look at these images from space that show some of the hardest hit areas of the island before and after Dorian struck. The U.S. Coast Guard says it's rescued more than 200 people so far. CBS This Morning lead national correspondent David Begnaud is in the country's capital of Nassau. David, you traveled with a group delivering aid to one of the Bahamas barrier islands?
Yeah, we traveled with Chef Jose Andres, who is feeding people. Look, by now you've seen the images of the devastation. I want you to hear the stories. That's what's so important here, that will convey to you the type of humanitarian crisis that continues this morning and is only getting worse. The chef had a seat on his helicopter. It was packed with food. He allowed us to go with him. Here's what we saw. We took off from Nassau with a helicopter full of hope. So much water, fruit, and food that some of it was nearly in Chef Jose Andres' lap. He wasn't mad about that. He was unhappy with his pace.
I blame myself today. If things go well, we're going to deliver 7,500 meals. But for me, this is half of what we are supposed to be doing already.
The first place we landed was Green Turtle Key and the Abaco Islands. People were waiting. As the chef offloaded food, we went to ask people what they need.
Homes!
Homes, she yelled. In this community of about 550 people, it looked as though most every structure was either damaged or destroyed, including the food stores.
We need ice.
We have no power. We need generators and stuff to run the power.
We need generators. We get some generators for people.
We just need a lot of help.
And that is why the delivery from Chef Andreas matters. And he didn't just bring food.
You asked for it, you got it.
From here, the chef headed for Treasure Cay. He landed on a tennis court. and was welcomed with caution.
This right here, right now, has only been allowed to be used so far for Coast Guard. This what we set up here was for Coast Guard only, for emergency evacuations.
They didn't know him, and the man in the orange shirt wanted his business card.
Sir, I never had a business card in my life. Look it, I'm here and I'm gonna come every day for you. You're telling me.
You make available how to reach you, we'll coordinate how to do all of that. Okay?
But they'll come every day
What
to
I'm
bring
looking
you
for
food.
is a few sandwiches at a helicopter. We're going to need to set up a real food center here.
I understand, sir, and I can help you, but until we do that, let me start giving you the food. That's all I'm
Take it over here to the community center. Okay?
The chef walked over to the community center and asked them what they need for this community of about 1,500 people.
What we need is like maybe pasta sauce, canned goods, rice, grits.
Shelf stable. So you need
Yes.
those things.
Yes.
You don't have a lot of quantity of those.
No.
Do you have or no?
We
But
don't.
do you have a capacity to cook it?
Yes.
Let them know this the sandwiches.
Before leaving, we asked volunteer fireman Greg Johnson to assess the conditions for us.
It's deplorable. People are getting violent, angry, upset. And we're trying to get our government officials, if you guys do see this, please come down here and show your faces. We need you guys to show your faces here so the people can understand and know that you guys care. At this point in time, we are on our own, and the U.S. is the only place that is helping us.
Okay. On top of that, let me just say this: what you saw in that piece really conveys what is going on here. There's no real leader sort of in the field, so the chef is landing wherever he can find a spot. And people there are sort of taking on leadership roles. And the chef said to me yesterday, I've been asking the government, tell me where to go. Tell me where you need food to be delivered, and I'll go there specifically. But he says, as of right now, he's not getting an answer. So he's going wherever he hears food is needed, landing, and trying to give it out if they'll take it. Jerika?
Wow, David Begno for us in the Bahamas. Thank you. Oh, my gosh, the desperation.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So, Kojo, let me say this, and I'll just leave it there, my brother. To be honest with you, I am throwing this out there and just leaving this out there. So if these people, and when you look, you know, look, the chef is trying to do a help, and nobody is pointing the chef in the direction that he can assist or aid these people that need the help. So, question now. Because one man confronted the chef when the chef landed his helicopter on the tennis court, you know, that is only reserved for Coast Guard and so forth. Now is not the time to be angry with anyone. Now is not the time to be hostile with anyone. I honestly do think that now is the time for us to be cordial. Now is the time for us to say, all right, listen, this is what you have. Let's see what we can do with it here. You have 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. Let's see what we can make out of 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. You know what I mean? This is the time for that. Now it's not the time to play politics, for real. However, ladies and gentlemen, I told you before that the government is not giving these people, are not moving proactive as they should. They're not moving pronto as they should. And as you can see, these people want it now. It's in need for right now. Now is the need for it. However, when everyone here in the US and around the world that is doing this thing, where do you move all the supplies that you collect from here and you ship it? Where do it go? Where does it go? Because one thing I can tell you now, it would be sad if it goes to certain people first and then trickle down. It would be sad if that end up being the case, you know. And sometimes it may be sad to say, ladies and gentlemen, I know Mr. Barnett may not like when I say this. However, most time, this is how it happens when it goes to the government officials. They look out for themselves and the family first and then trickle what's left down to the citizens that are in dire needs of this thing. All right? Now, I know a lot of Bahamians. And I know a lot of Bahamians have friends and family in the States, in Canada, and all over the place. And I'm quite sure that their friends and family are, you know, being proactive in regards to getting supplies to them as well. And this is where, as Kojo would say, now it's the time to put our hands on our together in prayer and so forth. When you get to, can I share it, man? Share it. It's very important that you learn this now at this time. Yes. Imagine the fire official says that the government really has so much, you know. Official in the Bahamas expected the death toll from Hurricane Dorian to rise significantly, ladies and gentlemen. The storm is blamed for at least 30 deaths so far. However, we got some unofficial word that is way more than 30. All right? But it's expected. If you notice, if you've just seen the before and after footage, and you know that the death toll will rise significantly, way more than 30. But as the day goes by, ladies and gentlemen, the reports are coming in, the death tolls are going up, and so forth. Now, the Coast Guard says it has rescued more than 200 people. All right, and then they rescue them. Some people are in the community center, some people are in different places. That the structure is still standing, as a matter of fact. People are homeless. Now, I'm sure with the supplies and so forth that is needed right now, pronto right now. However, the rebuilding of Bahamas is going to take some time. It's going to take some time. So a lot of people are going to be out of home for a cool minute. Now, my question is, though, to all of this, is that when the supplies leave here that everybody is, you know, donating to, whose hand does it go to? Does a representative that's collecting it here go over there and make sure that it goes in the proper hands? And that's what I wanted to ask Pastor Stephen Reeves, you know. Those are some of the questions I wanted to ask the pastor, but I didn't get in touch with him. I reached out to him, didn't get a response, ladies and gentlemen. But the pastor, Stephen Reeves, is also responsible for a Bahamian Relief drive that's going on currently right now at 4660 North University Drive in Lauderhill. So what I wanted to know is, does the pastor take a trip with the supply and go over there to Bahamas and make sure that this goes to the right place where it's supposed to go? Because I'm telling you, in times like this, it's not knocking people in, ladies and gentlemen. But this is when we see. Listen, I have gone through a couple of storms, well, most of which is here in Florida. However, I remember Gilbert in Jamaica. And some of the places where Gilbert mash up, people that mash it up. Like the electrical store, the appliance stores, them, and stuff like that. Yeah. And the people them loot, the amount of people where here, you see my fridge, a Gilbert give me, you see me new stereo, a Gilbert, you remember that song? Alright. Shoots and Rights, another song then, a real thing, loving there that I talk about when that song that it was done. Yeah. But check it out. A lot of looting went on. Right? No, in Bahamas case, there's no place, nothing to loot. Okay, you don't even have a place to carry, go put it when you're done. For real. Now, I am just saying, I'm not knocking the people here, especially in this time, you know. I'm just saying, now is the time for us, ladies and gentlemen, to put it together. Now is the time for us to be cautious as well. For real. Because when you send one bucket of water go over there, you want to make sure that who it go to is the right cause. You know what I mean? For real. Now, as you heard just now, it's like the government absent. There's nobody to direct people and to say, all right, here we go on. You know, whatever supply coming from the US, coming from Canada, coming from the Caribbean, we're going to store them here and then we're going to disperse them in this form and this order, which is what needs to be done. There's no government official coming up front. I'm not quite sure if any media or news outlet get into them, but however, we're going to be contacting some people on the grounds there in the Bahamas. Now, Coach said, we got fine, honest people who want to help people. We have to find those people, Kojo. We have to find those people. And the trouble about it is, how do we know who to have the good or the bad motives? How do we know who have ulterior motives? Who come and say this, but yet that's they have a different agenda. We have to find them, yes. in our real life, but how can we identify them? Honestly, there's people on the ground here that's doing some good job, ladies and gentlemen, but you and I, we're here, we're not there, and we cannot reach those people directly. But we want to know, and for example, I just show you a piece a while ago. The reason why I show you that piece from CBS News, ladies and gentlemen, it's because it goes to show a good Samaritan fuel his chopper, went there to actually assist with who want food and sandwich. One man said, we not on a sandwich we want right now. I was baffled by that. I was taken aback by that. Can I go over the center? We have reserved a space here for Coast Guards only. This is help coming in, you know. This is aid coming in. Every little bit counts. Every little bit counts. Based on the current situation right now. For real. So everything counts. So you're saying that you don't want sandwich right now and you don't want this right now. People saying that, the man asks question, what do you guys want? People them say they want home. Alright. So if we bring block, cement, gravel, steel, and even labor, where do they go? Who do we talk to? You see me I say, Koja? This is what I'm talking about. Where are the government officials? Where are the people that are put in the line to delegate and saying that this is where this go and this is where that go and we're dispersing this to that? Where are they? So what's going to be the hustle for our peoples now that are here, you know, doing these drives, you know, collecting these supplies and shipping it over there? Who are we shipping it to? These are questions. All these are question signs, ladies and gentlemen. Who are we shipping it to? Because for one, the government MIA right now. For real. And that's the Bahamian government. And even if you try to get in touch with the Bahamian government right now, them don't want sandwich right now, you know. So I don't know where they want right now. Alright, so I guess they want one of them cruise ships that come in with and just listen, me now. It's a weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your weekend to the fullest. Before I even take an exit, let me say this to you. There's a lot of hurricane relief drive going on over this entire weekend, especially here in Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, Miami. Anyone that you can pull up next to it in your vicinity and give an assistance by giving water and anything, or even if you can give a helping hand by taking off some water and loading up on a container or a truck or whatever the case may be, do it. When it's all said and done, you did your part. Alright? We're going to do our part, ladies and gentlemen, here at Flexx FM. As I told you before about the three little birds, we're going to do our part. But this is what I'm saying to you. It's hard when you know people give from the kindness of their heart, and some people take it and move it in the wrong direction. And no, Coach, when you said the devil out there fishing around to disorganize, watch out for the evil people. And you're right, we have to watch out for the evil people, they're there. And we just want a way if we can identify them, because them people just have a whole different motives, ladies and gentlemen. There's a million ways, there's a million thoughts with a million ways to do things at all times. Sometimes when you think of doing that bad thing, to all those who have it in mind, think about this. Let me do the good instead, because it will go further. Trust me on that. All right? So for all of you who feels as if you don't want to give because you don't know if it's going to reach the people who are in need, do your part. Give. God not sleep. All right? Just do your part. Give. Don't stop give. God not sleep, my people. A million ways, a million thoughts. Iba Mars, ladies and gentlemen. I'm leaving you guys with this one right here. The message is in the music, my people. I want you all to listen to the message carefully, all right? Nice, nice song. Iba Mars, riding out this one. Have yourself a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the club scene Give when you can give, because we're going to drive around this weekend and don't stop give. Okay? Loving you. I bless. Kojo, mad love my family. Alright? River Nile Stone, Hyacinth, Patrick B, the whole fraternity, the whole squad. Man, love and respect. Julia, love and respect.
Put up your lights, I give you this. Put up your lights, I give you this. A million words with a million thoughts. A million ways to escape, but a million ways to get caught. A million words with a million thoughts. A million ways to escape, but a million ways to get caught. Yes, I'm from way down in the dungeon, where the youth them no afraid fi bust the gun them. I them no care if a night or if a sun then. I when them bust it all over man a run then. I them ya youth and no afraid fi pop it up. I ya tell you your life them like it up. And if you disrespect and give them tough talk, them kill you in a roast down gun back up and instead. A million words with a million thoughts. A million ways to escape, but a million ways to get down. A million words with a million thoughts. A million ways to escape, but a million ways to get down. I remember me first pan pop. Have it strap and have it brace Bangkok. And I say me a go run in pan a shop. Me hear a voice shout out, no do that now. Time tough but me nah make it madam me. Nah worry about the little salary. This is the most designed to keep the poor man in a poverty.
Time now is it's 2 o'clock. The current temperature 90 degrees.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
If you want to put your taste bud to the test, well, try the all-new Taco Wings and Ting, which is conveniently located at 5567 West Oakland Park Boulevard in the city of Lauderhill. Feel free to try our wings combo. Our wings flavors are Lauderdale Heat, Sweet Lakes, Honey Garlic, Hot or Mild, Buffalo, Hot or Mild, Nacho Cheese, Crispy Fry, Lemon Pepper, Barbecue Jerk, Mango Habanero, and Barba Liquid. You'll never try a sub till you try ours, which is our Jerk Pork Sub or our Finger Licking Jerk Chicken Sub. Stop on by our location today. Try any one of our combos. We're open Monday through Sunday, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And on Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's Taco Wings and Ting, located at 5567 West Oakland Park Boulevard in the city of Lauderhill. For more information and direction, you can call 754-779-7866. That's 754-779-7866. Taco Wings and Ting. Stop on by today and put your taste bud to the test.
You lift my heart up when the rest of me is down.
Attention all Jamaican citizens, residents, and visitors. It's Party Blasters Pro! We celebrate value and provide affordable decor services. Get your balloon arch, balloon column, stable decor, helium-inflated balloons, special occasion surprises. We provide decor for your birthdays, your weddings, your anniversaries, your